G'day guys, ZiggyD here. Fallout 4 is just around the corner and you've probably already gotten a feel for the hype surrounding this game. The Fallout series has picked up a lot of dedicated fans over the years, and Bethesda's open world titles are always a cause for excitement. Me personally, I've been a fan of the Fallout series ever since first playing Fallout 1, and Fallout 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. In this video though, I wanted to share with you guys 5 of my top reasons why I'm especially hyped for Fallout 4. My specific reasons why this is worth getting excited for beyond just being another Bethesda or another Fallout game. So first up guys, we have a more colourful wasteland. Now this might seem like a relatively minor reason, and I get it, the world of Fallout is an irradiated nuclear wasteland, but that doesn't mean it has to be so depressing, dull, and dominated by an orange filter, right? So one of the things that immediately jumped out at me from the teaser screenshots and footage of Fallout 4 so far have shown a much more vibrant, colourful world. I know that one of the first things I changed with mods in Fallout 3 in New Vegas was to remove that drab filter, install like some sexy looking skies, and improve some of the textures and improve some of the filters and things like that to make the game feel a lot more exciting and enjoyable to be inside of. A much greater variety of locations and a beautifully vibrant desert to explore have me super excited to immerse myself in the world of Fallout 4. The next thing about Fallout 4 that's got me really excited is everything is going to be useful in this game. It's no secret that the Fallout wastelands are filled with tons and tons of junk. From empty Nuka-Cola bottles to teddy bears or radiation-powered toasters, there's a ton of junk to sift through to find that sweet ammo and weapons. Bethesda themselves have a strong history of populating their worlds with a ton of junk as well, with the Elder Scrolls series also being full of it. The main point of all this arbitrary seeming stuff is to make the world feel more real and immersive, and it's always been kind of a nice thing. You can go around collecting forks if you want to. Now Fallout 3 and New Vegas started making use of some of this in their crafting systems, but there was still a lot of stuff littered around that you'd never use. Fallout 4 is revamping the system by making it so that you can break down nearly everything you can find into raw components. This means that if you want to do a lot of crafting, you're going to go out on scavenging runs for things to break down and recycle. In a post-apocalyptic world like Fallout, this feels just so right. On top of that, it's going to reward creative scrounging and use of resources. And then my favourite part of this change is that whenever you find things, you're going to have some options to consider. Do you sell what you find to traders for caps to buy the things you want, or do you instead break it down for components to craft what you need yourself? It sounds like role-playing the life of a scavenger in Fallout 4 is going to be a much more immersive experience, and I'm pretty excited for that. The next thing from some of the teaser trailers that made my jaw drop was the real powered armor. I'm talking real powered armor. Power armor is one of the most iconic things from the Fallout series. It's pretty much been on all of the box art. And what's not to love about the idea of a nuclear-powered mech suit that you can use to tear through the wasteland? It's the ultimate combat armor, but in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, it always felt a little lacking to me. Like it was just clothing with a higher damage threshold that you would chuck on from inside of your inventory. You didn't really feel like this epic war machine when wearing your power armor. Now you could improve some of this with mods, but Fallout 4 looks like it's going to give the power armor back its former glory, and probably make it more epic than ever before. Now rather than being some clothing you just equip from your inventory, power armor is literally a giant machine that you step inside of to take control. Not only does this make power armor feel more realistic, but it also makes using it a much more epic experience. From a balance perspective, it also means that you're likely going to be using your regular armor when you're going and sneaking around the wasteland, but when you want to destroy a raid or fort, or unleash some carnage, you'll call down your power armor, get inside, and let it rip. On top of that, Fallout 4's revamped customization system also has a role to play with power armor too. Looks like you're going to be able to salvage parts from other suits to add to your own, as well as adding upgrades to further improve it and make it your own. I even saw a jetpack that you can use to jump around. Now the next thing I'm super excited about for Fallout 4 is going to be the modding potential. Fallout 4 uses a next generation version of Bethesda's Gamebryo engine, which has been renamed to the Creation engine. They've been using and improving this engine since Oblivion and Fallout 3. Now while there are positives and negatives to using the same engine and not a new one, the biggest point here for me is that we know there's guaranteed to be a huge modding community surrounding this game. For those of you less familiar with Bethesda titles, community-driven mods is a huge part of the game for PC users, and one of the primary reasons many people even play Bethesda titles like Fallout and Skyrim. People create mods to do just about anything you can imagine, adding new weapons, improving the game's graphics, adding immersion features, adding entire new areas to explore, quests, and yes, of course, also nude mods. Not very often do you get to play a detailed, expansive sandbox game where you can literally customize every part of it to your liking. And I'm not exaggerating about this. Go to the Fallout Nexus website and just look at the sheer variety of mods, the thousands of different mods that you can do just about anything you can imagine. Now, because Fallout 4 is using an engine modders of the previous Fallout games are already experienced with, we can expect to see a ton of mods added to the Steam Workshop and Fallout Nexus very quickly, and the game's new features and improvements will allow for mods we've never seen before. This means that when Fallout 4 comes out, we're going to get one awesome playthrough of the default vanilla game, and then a couple weeks in, there's already going to be a ton of mods that we can install and have a completely new experience. I can't wait. So finally, my number one standout feature of Fallout 4 is going to be the super detailed weapon modification and customization system. All the way back to Fallout 2, one of the things I loved the most when it came to gear was when you were able to modify or improve one of your weapons in some way. Simple seeming things like sharpening a spear or adding a scope to a hunting rifle really made the weapon feel like it was my own and added a personal attachment to it. I've watched frame by frame a ton of teaser footage from Fallout 4's weapon modification and customization system, and it is insane. You can literally modify every part of the weapon from its grip, barrel, magazine to add-ons. This is even to the point where you can completely change the way a weapon plays, like turning a laser pistol into a laser rifle, or maybe even a laser scattergun instead. Apparently there's going to be at least 50 base guns and over 700 modifications to them. This means that not only is the game going to have a much greater variety of weapons to find, but we're also going to be able to craft our own personal set of weapons exactly to our taste. This is going to make each playthrough of Fallout 4 and each new character a more unique experience, and you'll have a chance to get really attached to your unique weapons that you handcrafted yourself. So guys, those are the 5 things I'm most hyped for with the upcoming Fallout 4. I'm curious, let me know in the comments below, what is the thing you're most hyped for in this game? What is the one standout feature for you that really blows you away and makes you super excited to play some Fallout 4 action? Anyway guys, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.